Hello, I am Janet Shane, and I am a traumatic brain injury survivor, a wife, a mother, and a certified coach. And I am here to help other traumatic brain injury survivors to start building the self confidence and finding the joy and the love and the peace and the fulfillment from the inside out. Everything that you are looking and wanting to achieve, it lies inside of you already. If you want to see it and you want to do it, it comes from in here. And I'm here to help you to do that. Today, we're going to be discussing how we want to fit in and self confidence. And we don't have self confidence after we've survived and we get out into the real world again and we start mingling with our friends and our family and different people, and we want to fit in. We know we're not who we used to be. We know we're not them at all, and we want to fit in. So we listen to everyone. We take in as much information as we can, but yet then we can't remember it. And then we we follow other people's actions, and we ask everyone for their opinion, which only is more than what we can handle because we're overstimulated, because there's too many thoughts and too many things coming at us at one time. I understand. I've been there. I am a survivor of 31 years, and I am guilty. Like when I had children, especially our first baby, I asked everyone, and I thought I had to follow everyone's advice. And if I did everyone's advice, then I wasn't going to screw up and I wasn't going to be a bad mom. And it wasn't going to be, I was going to take care of this little boy. But you know what? I, and my husband tried to tell me, you're listening to everyone. You need to do what you need to do. And I didn't understand what he was saying at that time. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. Now, where I am now, I look back on that and I say, wow, he's been trying to help me all these times, and I have given him resistance and just put up walls and shove things under the rug and just to make it better so that way I could just kind of keep going. And you know what? It gets really hard to just keep going when you're doing it for everyone else but yourself. You need to do what rides here on your heart. It tells you the truth. And to be very honest, I have recorded another episode that I made different mistakes on, and this is my third time, and I understand that the message that I was trying to do wasn't the one that I was supposed to deliver. I got on here today wanting to talk about self-confidence and not knowing exactly where it was going to go. I'm listening to the Lord, and I'm letting him lead my eyes and my heart. And speaking of eyes, we can try to fit in and we see what we want to see from our own perspective. And everyone is correct from their point of view because that's the only point of view that you can see it from. But it's only when we start to open up how we're thinking and allow someone else's point of view, like my husband's back when we had our first child. I didn't let that point of view in that I shouldn't listen to everyone, because if I listened to everyone, then there was a better chance that I was going to be a really good mom and I would know it all and I would have it all and I could do it all. But what did I do? I threw myself up in an uproar. My blood pressure was high, and I had all I could do to recoup from everything that had happened with the delivery. And yesterday, my husband came home, and there was a piece of paper that he had set in the one spot that for me to look at always, and I looked at it or whatever, and I was reading it, and I saw in there like a certain type of shirt, and I was like, And then he kind of kicked her, and I said, out of curiosity, can I ask you, why did you order that type of shirt? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, it says right here. And I went over, and he's like, it's this type of shirt. And I went over and I said, no, it's not, it's this. And oh my gosh, like, I don't even know where my eyes and my processing were at that moment. That was totally not what was on the piece of paper. Also, there have been numerous times, I don't know about you, but I am kind of visually challenged. No, not kind of. I am visually challenged. I can't look down very well, and my visual field is limited, and I have nerve damage. And I had just gone to the ophthalmologist at the end of January, and I was like, and it was the last time I was going to see her because she's retiring. And I said, can you please tell me, I have never, ever, ever grumped or complained, but please tell me why I can be looking at something and not be seeing it. Like, it's like right here in front of me. Like, you see my fingers? It's like I see right through it. And she says, Janet, it's a processing issue. There's nothing wrong with your eyes. It's that the message isn't getting to the brain. And yesterday, seeing that on the piece of paper was obviously another example of you see what you want. But it also reminds me of an example of if you have a round pipe and the light is going through it and it's reflecting in the corner, on one side you'll see the circle. But then because of the way the pipe is at the end here and the light is shining, you'll see a square over here. And it's all about the perspective in which you're standing will be where what you'll see. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you are enough. You made it. God believed in you, and I believe in you. And I know that your heart doesn't lie. Yeah, we may not be able to comprehend everything. We may want to always fit in. But when you start to just let go of all the shoulds and the shouldn'ts and the cans and the can'ts and the do's and the don'ts, and just be. I know that's super scary, like super, super, super scary to just be you. But that's who you're meant to be. You're not meant to be anyone else. That's why we're not supposed to compare. Because your story is different from my story, which is different from that person and that person and that person's. Like I had said in an earlier video, or maybe in the ones that weren't happening, you and I could have the exact same accident and the exact same parts of our brain get damaged. Will we turn out the same? Absolutely not. You might live and I might die, or vice versa. And then let's say we both survive. Because my spirit and my soul and who I am as a spirit and a soul and a person is different from you. How I recover and how you recover are going to be two totally different things. Because I'm not you and you're not me. And I hope that this message helps you to find more peace with who you are. God doesn't create junk. He doesn't. And He saved you for a reason. We may not know it for many, 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 many years. It took me 3 decades, or almost 3 decades, so I started to get a clue. but it took me 3 decades plus a year to embrace what I really truly believe I am here to do. And that is to help others to look within themselves to find and experience the true joy, peace, love, and fulfillment that exists inside of you already, but to allow it to come up and to drop the walls of wanting to be seen and being heard. I have worked through those. I wanted to be seen, heard, loved, which everyone does. I had baggage, just like everyone does. It's not just us traumatic brain injury survivors that have to work through this. It's okay. I'm telling you, from one survivor to another, it's okay. Give yourself grace. Your mind doesn't work like it used to. It will find new pathways to do the things that you want to do, but it takes repetition. You have to keep repeatedly doing it. And word finding, I know it's very hard. I was the biggest word supplementer there ever was, and people were like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, "Well, and I would fiddle my way through it. Eventually, it did get better, but it took time and it took patience on everyone's, and myself included. Time, patience, and grace. Take a deep breath and take the next best step for you. Not what someone else thinks you should do, but for you. I hope that you are having a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. And if you would like to connect with me and possibly schedule a free call to meet up and see if I can possibly help you to work through this, I will have my website in the comments or in the description, and you can click that or go there to my website and then find the Calendly link and schedule a call for us to meet up and see if we're a good fit for each other. I hope you're having a great day. Blessings always. Bye.